What's up guys, Freezy here. The second part of the summer event finally dropped for Blue Archive Global, and we got 2 new limited students. This event has fairly average drop rates, so I recommend farming the event only to buy what you need from the shop, mainly the skill books and materials. The event reward student Summer Izumi is not a very strong character, so no need to go all out farming this event trying to get her fragments. Like usual, the remaining video will be my review on the new students, and a brief analysis on their performance in the competitive meta. So let's start with Summer Hina first. Summer Hina is an AoE red damage dealer. Her EX skill hits a large fan-shaped area. It deals decent damage and only costs 3. However, the EX skill will only hit up to 5 targets max. If the target dies or a new target walks into the AoE, it will not hit a new target. Only the 5 targets chosen when activating the skill will get hit. This is quite good for the Kaiten raid phase 1, since we have exactly 5 targets. Summer Hina will hit all 5 if you position her in the right spot. Another interesting thing about Summer Hina is her basic skill. This skill stuns one target every 20 seconds, which is the exact timing when the Red Ranger uses her taunt skill. So Summer Hina can interrupt the taunt with this skill. The taunt not only disables our skill usage, the Red Ranger is also by far the most tanky out of the 5, so interrupting the taunt will boost our damage by a little bit and make the fight a lot easier. By doing a little bit of reload cancelling, which is basically using the EX skill when Hina is reloading, it is possible to interrupt almost every taunt from the Red Ranger with this skill. So in terms of raid meta, Summer Hina is pretty much only good in the Kaiten raid during the first phase. The second phase is a single target boss fight, so she is not very useful there. While she is a top tier character in the first phase, there are quite a few replacements for Summer Hina, and her overall performance is very similar to Hibiki. So Summer Hina is not really a core unit, having her just makes the fight a lot easier to play. Another thing about Kaiten phase 1 is that we can pull the enemies closer with taunt and repositioning, so other AoE skills can hit more targets. This makes other red damage dealers catch up to Hina, and in the future on insane difficulty Kaiten, Summer Hina actually gets outperformed by quite a few other students. Lastly, there's the PvP aspect. Summer Hina is S rank on outdoor terrain, and with 5-star max EX skill, she can one-shot both red and yellow armor snipers. This makes her extremely terrifying to fight in PvP Season 2. She can easily wipe the entire backline with just free cost. However, when not on the outdoor terrain or not fully maxed out, she cannot kill yellow armor snipers consistently, and she does no damage to Tsubaki at all, so her performance drops quite a bit. Her EX skill has long animation, which can be stopped by either Tsubaki taunt or Hoshino stun, though she only sees competitive success on outdoor terrain. Global will get outdoor PvP in mid to late April, and Summer Hina will start to dominate PvP at that time. So in conclusion, do I recommend pulling Summer Hina? The answer is both yes and no. She is a must pull if you lack red AoE damage, so if you don't have Aru or Hibiki, Summer Hina is kinda important for getting through Kaiten phase 1. But if you already have most of the top red damage students, Summer Hina is easily skippable. She is only good in half of one raid boss and a few challenge stages, and can be replaced easily by others with only a small loss on score. So overall not a super important student to have. Pulling or skipping are both okay, just depends on your roster. Next is Summer Iori. This character is a lot more simple than Summer Hina. She is mostly a single target damage dealer. Her EX only hits a very small area, and the free hits in total deals up to 880%. The cost to damage ratio for this EX is not that great. When compared to similar for cost AoE from Akari, Summer Iori only wins on outdoor terrain, and the area of effect is much smaller, so this EX skill is pretty average. What's really good about this character is her other skills. The basic skill and the sub skill for Summer Iori applies damage over time to the enemy. This dot ticks 5 times over 20 seconds and deals very good damage. Damage over time cannot crit, but it also cannot miss, and the damage adds up to quite a lot in a long fight. Based on my tests, Summer Iori when just hitting and not using her EX skill deals a little bit more damage than Serika with her EX skill on all the time. So Summer Iori is, in most cases, the best auto attacker in the red damage category. Since Summer Iori doesn't need to use EX skill and deals good damage, she performs well in all red armor boss fights. She is one of the best damage dealer for Kaiten Phase 2 on outdoor terrain. As for other bosses, she is also good for Urban Kaiten and Hero. So Summer Iori has pretty decent boss coverage. As for future content, Summer Iori is also an absolute core in the joint exercise mode due to her damage over time being extremely good against high evasion enemies there. So just speaking from the competitive meta, Summer Iori is a very good character. She is quite important in many competitive strategies. So I do recommend pulling Summer Iori over Summer Hina. Most top tier red damage dealers are AoE, and for single target, we pretty much only have Azusa for now. Summer Iori is a nice addition, and she has great boss coverage. However, if you don't have Hibiki and Aru, pulling Summer Hina is still the better option. Summer Iori can be replaced by Serika, and if you are free to play, Serika will outperform a low star Summer Iori when fully maxed out. So the two new students this time are both decent, but they can be skipped and be replaced by others without much issue. Pulling them or not is entirely up to you, and the next OP student Ako will probably drop during May or June, so you should have enough time to save up from now. And that's it for this video. If you have any suggestions to the student review format, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.